Hey everyone, it's Bob Perkins with Inside Sales Studio, bringing you another Monday Morning Sales Minute. I'm here with our special guest, Debra Cancro. Debra, how are you?
Hi, great, Bob. How are you?
I'm really good. And today we're going to bring up a topic that we haven't talked before about here on the show. And it has to do with a person's voice and how they use it. You know, we spend a lot of time practicing the questions to ask and you know, the pitch and how we describe our company and our benefits and all that, but we forget about some of the other things that can influence a conversation. And so I'm really excited you joined us, so go ahead and share your thoughts with the viewers.
Thanks, Bob. Well, I'm sure you've heard the stat before, as most people here in sales training, that when you're making an impression, it's based 7% on what you say, 35% on how you sound, and 58% on how you look, your facial expression and your body language and all that. And so we've heard that stat a lot, but that's really the basis for our company, that it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. And
Mm.
especially when people are on Zoom calls or even more so on the phone, that how you look part of it becomes less and less influential, making that tone of voice piece be even more and more important.
And we know
And so
today video is on the rise, like we're doing here, but it's still predominantly a phone call when they get into a discussion. So give us your thought on how important, you know, the voice is.
yeah, so we've done a lot of research based on that. So we to develop our predictive algorithms, our practice tool, what we sell is a practice platform, and it gives
Yep.
people feedback how people would perceive them. And the way that we developed these algorithms is over years we collected samples of voice
Mm.
and got collected people's ratings of their perceptions of how they sound on a scale
Wow.
of 0 to 10, how confident, how boring, how authentic, how captivating, how arrogant. We have 20 different areas called vibes. And
Yeah.
in this research, we also asked in some additional questions. Would you want to buy from this person?
No.
Do you believe this person? Do they sound like an executive? Would you want to listen to them? And we found really interesting correlations. For example, if you sound confident, people are 13 times more likely to say, yes, I'd want to buy from that person. Or another interesting stat was how bad it is to be boring. It's actually 3 times worse
Ah,
to be boring than it is to be arrogant.
nobody wants to talk to a boring person. You and I met before the show. We talked about the importance of confidence. In fact, you had a couple of recordings that we listened to. Or can you share those with the viewers?
Yeah,
Like a
sure.
not
I
so
don't know if
good
I
and a good.
can
Yeah,
share my screen or not.
you can on the little green button. You can share your screen there at the bottom. There we go.
All right, got it. So this is a recording of me pitching live at a venture summit where I was pitching the company. And this is the recording. Overall, I got a 2.5 out of 10, which is not very good, Bob.
Uh-oh.
But this was over a year ago. I've been working.
All
But if you
right.
go down to the bottom here, it can show where I actually sounded good. So I can click on confident, and I'll play back this little segment and tell me it's not great, but it's the most confident part of my speech here. I'm going to play it.
Sure. Okay.
But then we also correlate them using a predictive model to show you how boring you were in a certain place, or where you were most captivating, timid, belligerent, arrogant. We measure 20 different vibes in all. We even have a patent in detecting condescending speech. All right, so
Okay.
what did you think of that?
Well, I thought it was it sounded pretty confident to me. Maybe you could have used a little more energy. It was a little bit, you know, kind of flat, but overall I thought it was good.
Yeah, good point. It didn't show up as having much energy in there, wasn't captivating, but it perceived some confidence in my voice there.
Sure.
Now, let's contrast that over here, the most boring part of my speech. I'll
Uh-oh.
click on one of these segments of labels, data points, of
Maybe if you could
human
turn the
perception
speaker up a
that
little
we
bit there
come
too as
off.
well.
So those models enable us to predict how an audience would perceive you. We sell subscriptions to corporate and college training programs, and we license our API for integration in other products and services. Did you hear a difference?
Yeah, yeah. This segment here, I, you know, maybe was ready to take a nap listening. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I did definitely. The first part sounded a little bit more impactful, a little bit more confident, and conviction behind what you were talking about. Maybe. Would you agree with that? I don't want to be too critical, but
Yeah. Yes, I agree. And so even within that 4-minute pitch that I was doing, I can find parts where I was the most boring and parts where I was the best, and learn on my own examples of what I can do better and
it's
what I'm doing
great.
okay.
So this is really important, I think, for people. You're exactly right. We spend a lot of time on the what. Is this scripted out? Can we repeat this pitch? We don't pay attention to all those other pieces. What tip can you share with the viewers that they can leave this video, go back to their office, and do to help them with these pieces? What can they do?
Yeah, that's a great question. Oh, I'm a firm believer that you need to practice. You
Yep.
wouldn't go out and be a pitcher if you didn't practice every day on your pitching, or you wouldn't, a musician going to a concert. It's like when you go into your sales calls or your sales meetings or your presentations, you need to practice what you're going to say ahead of time. And when you practice with feedback, so if you don't have a practice tool, just use your peer or
Yeah.
your spouse, or practice and get some feedback, some objective feedback, and that's the key to sounding confident.
So get with a coworker, even your boss, or even a friend, right? And say, hey, I'm gonna do like a 1 minute little call opening. And do I have energy? Do I sound confident? You could even use your iPhone to record it and play it back, even if you don't have a peer. So everyone listening to this, please let's let's think about the other side of our phone call. It's the voice, right? We've even had a guest on talk about the quality of your voice, but this talks about the confidence, the believability, if that's a word, right, and the energy. So those are helpful tips. We hope to have you back again. Maybe we can dig into one or two of those things. Debra, you're the founder and the CEO of My Voice Vibes. Tell us just briefly what you do, and then how people that maybe want to have a further conversation with you can connect with you.
Thanks. Yeah. Well, our website is myvoicevibes.com, and you can reach out to us there. And we provide a practice platform so people can, when they know what messages or what voicemails or what talk tracks they need to use, they can have reps practice them and get feedback until they're sounding confident and polished.
Great. Well, I'm not sure I'm going to send you a recording of me because I'm afraid I'm going to be boring and not that confident and all that. So I appreciate you kind of opening up your own recording so we could hear that. That was very kind of you, and a little bit brave of you to do that. But thanks for that. And everyone, reach out to Debra if you have any questions. Otherwise, we will see you next Monday. And until then, good selling. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Bob.